In this tutorial, we will have introduction to Postman tool. We will understand what is use of Postman tool and how it is used for API testing. Postman is a tool used for writing API test cases and conducting API test cases and sharing API documents within team. Postman has many features which make developers and testers life easy, and we will explore all these features in this series of tutorials. So let's start with workspace on top right corner. So this option is like a team where you can create a group of people and share all your work with this group of people and collaborate in writing test cases. For this example, I have created this Technocrats Postman tutorial. You can see here. Next is collections. So collections is actually like group of requests, and collection is used to organize different API requests. In this case, you can see that I have two different folders under collection, dev and QA, and under this folders I can have different API requests. In your team, you can create different folders according to sprint or according to environment and have relevant test APIs under those folders. Now next, I would like to explore more about a request. So you can see that I have here get and post request, and if you go in this yellow box, this is actually a request area, and you can see that first thing which we have is a type of request. It is a get type of request, and then we have URL. So this URL is actually a API URL which we use to call API, and you can see that we have parameter page, and page is 150. So to pass a parameter for API, we click on this param option, and then we just write parameter as a key and a value. If you are surprised about this part, this is called environment variable, and this is actually option which you can use in Postman. Behind this environment variable, it is actually a value. I would like to show you that. If you click on this eye shaped icon here, you can see that base QA URL is actually https reqres.in. So you can create such kind of environment variables. I have separate tutorial to explain use of environment variables and how to create variables. Please check that video out to understand more. Then we have this response area. This response area is actually response to our API. If I send this request, I get response, and in response we have different options. Under body, you can see the JSON body which we got in response for this API. Here you can see status of this response, time taken for response, and size of this response body. You can also pass some headers in your request, similar to parameter from headers parameter. In case your API needs authorization, you can easily pass authorization through authorization tab, and you will find from your API specification which type of authorization you have to use. For example, if it's a basic authorization, you can select basic auth and give username and password, which usually will be shared by developers to QA members. Also, in some cases APIs can have headers, so you can pass header through these options. For example, if I have client ID in specification, then you can pass client ID from here. Body option is not used in case of get, but it is used in case of post, so I will demonstrate it. So you can see this is now post request, and I have a body, and it is a raw body, and you can select type of body. So as specification need JSON body, so I am sending a JSON body. And if I send a post request, I get response similar to get, and you can also see the status is 201, that is created. Now prescript and test are two advanced topics, and test is something which will be useful for many API testers. Under test, you can write different test cases, and there are few sample test cases already provided by Postman team. For example, if I have to test the status code, I can just simply write test like this. I have created separate video to explain this in detail, so please check that video in Postman series playlist. Under pre-request script tab, you can write some script to modify field values or environment values, and you can see different options are already provided by Postman over here on the right side. Next is a history option on left side over here. If you click on history, you will see all the requests which you have sent in past. Next important option is console, which is used for debugging purpose. I have explained console and debugging of Postman API in detail in my another video. Please check out in playlist. Here you can see all details about your request, what all data is been sent in the request. Now many times there come a requirement where you have to convert a Postman request to curl. So you can use this option on your right side. Here you can see that your this Postman request is converted into a curl request. These are all important options available in your Postman UI. I have covered some very frequently used and basic options for the Postman. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section. I have created many more Postman videos in a Postman playlist. Please go and check them. If you like them, please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video.